the midweek edition of the Valley's most in-depth weather forecast video, and the weather put a lot of us in a pretty good mood today. As promised, it was the warmest day of 2021 so far, and it even overachieved a little bit by a couple of degrees this afternoon before the showers started to push in. Wanted to start out this evening with, as I like to do a lot of times, a little bit of a review of the way the day looked. This is our camera from Boardman looking out towards the Canfield area, looking west on 224. Bright sunshine for most of the morning, then the clouds bubbled up, cold front pushed in, some showers pushed in. Actually, we had a really nice sunset this evening. I've already gotten some pictures on social media of the sunset. If you want to email those to us, weatherpics, P-I-C-S, at WFMJ.com, or just post them to my Facebook or Twitter. And you can also find me on Instagram. 56 this afternoon. Definitely sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? The rest of the month, of course, has been quite a bit colder. We've only had 5 warmer than average days this month, and 3 of those have occurred just this week. So the month is going to finish cooler than average, which hasn't happened a lot in the last few years, but we're going to make a nice little rally here at the end of the month after a pretty brutal stretch. 56 locally, 63 in Wheeling and Pittsburgh today. With a southwest wind, the icy lake didn't impact temperatures at Hopkins Airport. In Cleveland today, where they got up to 53, Erie, PA, again, not influenced by the wrong wind direction today, managed to get into the mid-50s this afternoon. All right, today was beautiful, kind of pales in comparison to 4 years ago. We had our all-time warmest February day, at least on record. Back in 2017, 75 glorious degrees. That was kind of the high water mark in a week that was remarkably warm back in 2017. We've had a lot of really warm weather in the last 5 or 6 years, say between the 19th of February through about today's date. That 5-day stretch, we've had some records. We've had a lot of balmy weather at this time of the year in recent years. All right, the snowpack continues to diminish, not only here locally, but across a lot of the region. Now we have completely bare ground in areas south of I-70 in Ohio. We're going to join the Bare Ground Club here by the weekend at the latest. Already south-facing surfaces are pretty much bare at this point. Now, if you have north-facing lawns and certainly north-facing anything, is still snow and ice covered in a good chunk of the area, but even that's going to change as we go into late week and into the weekend. All right, the showers we had earlier on didn't amount to much, a few hundredths of an inch in most spots. Those have shifted to the south and east. The cold front has shifted to the south and east, so we have backed things off into the 40s. Still pretty nice outside, but it's definitely a little bit cooler. But hey, Morgantown's still 62. Charleston, West Virginia is 68. But Detroit's 41, and that's the direction our air mass is coming from. Now, it is going to be a noticeably cooler day Thursday. More seasonable, more typical of the season, but after a cloudy start, I do think it turns pretty sunny in the afternoon. Kind of the opposite of what we had today. High pressure pays us a brief visit. Then on Friday, beautiful day, lots of sunshine, and after a cold start, I think we'll recover into the mid-40s Friday afternoon. Here's our next weather maker. Showers will push in late Friday night, and these will probably get out of the way by about lunchtime on Saturday. So I do think we are probably dry for a rare late February football game. Everything's a little weird these days, of course, and YSU has a series of home football games from now through the end of March. They're taking on Northern Iowa at noon on Saturday. Kickoff temperature, balmy, upper 40s on our way to the lower 50s in the afternoon. Again, the showers probably push out by late morning at the absolute latest. All right, this graphic is kind of malfunctioning a bit, so we're just going to ignore that. No accumulating snow in the forecast for the next week. I think March is going to come in, as they say, like a lamb early next week with quiet weather Monday and Tuesday. Now, that being said, I think there's going to be plenty of chances for some precipitation early on in the month of March, and you see that reflected on the 8 to 14-day precipitation outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, odds favoring above average precipitation. But I don't think much of this is in the frozen variety, because I don't see much in the way of sustained cold on any of the medium and long-range modeling through the first half of March. Now, can there be the occasional cold day? Yeah. Could there be the occasional day that's cold enough that something other than rain is falling from the sky? Yeah, you bet. But sustained cold, the kind of long-duration cold that we had earlier this month, no, that doesn't seem likely. This seems much more like a pattern that we had earlier in the winter, where La Nina kind of is the main driver of the pattern, rather than the polar vortex. La Nina is going to take the wheel again, kind of like it did earlier in winter when we had pretty benign winter weather for a lot of December and January. We had a decent amount of snow in December, but not much in the way of sustained cold earlier on this winter. So that's the way things are shaping up for the month of March. All right, that'll do it for me tonight. Thanks for watching Weather for Weather Geeks. Have a great Wednesday night. I'll see you back here on Thursday.